This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What's up, everybody? CJ is back with another live stream. What's up, guys? Woo! Feels great. Still on victory week, but we got the Dolphins coming up pretty soon. But hey, I know that's not what you guys are here for. You guys are here for the picks, and I know you guys are looking at the matchup-wise and what to look forward to week 13 of the season. We are on to these late in the seasons, Last week was trap week. Teams have fallen off the trap week. I think week 12 is one of those trap games, and some teams are victims. But I digress, It's one of those games, and it happens. But what is up, 49er? Niner dude, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everything is well with you, man. I've seen a couple of your albums, pretty tight. But I know that's not what the rest of y'all want to see. But we got a Thursday night game, a Thursday night football game, which is a AFC East rivalry classic. It goes way back in the days. So you got Josh Allen versus Mac Jones, Bill Belichick versus Sean McDermott. You know what they all have in common? Sean McDermott's a defensive-minded coach. Bill Belichick is a defensive-minded coach. Josh Allen is a more established quarterback, but Mac Jones he's solid, but they got a good team all around too. But you can't take away all that, Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. What's up, Boats? Good to see you. But looking at the matchup-wise, man, I'm thinking like, Buffalo has been looking terrible lately with these games. They've been playing ugly, but they've won and lost majority of those other games. They're 2-2 last time. 2-2 in the last 4 games. They've had their struggles. New England's kind of shown some signs a little bit, but they lost to the Vikings. So I don't know which team we're going to look for on a short week. But from the looks of it, it's going to be, if I'm correct, Buffalo's actually been playing good football against New England lately. So this may sound crazy, but I know New England's kind of been having Buffalo's number at times. But I think this is just a far different team, and I think Buffalo is going to shake the rust off. I do have the Buffalo Bills really kind of beating the Patriots. I don't know. Patriots might be good as a team-wise, but I don't know how capable they're going to do it, I think Buffalo is destined to get back to form. Josh Allen had his little injury. I think he's starting to come back to form a little bit. The Lions game, don't be fooled by the Detroit Lions. I think the Lions are looking pretty promising. They're kind of becoming the I don't know, maybe they are a wild card team, maybe, but that's if they win out. I don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me if it comes down to this, I think it's going to be a close game, maybe a close game than expected. But I expect it to be very, very close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. What's up, Randy? What's up, Randy Daytona? What's up, Raphael? What's up, man? It's good to see everybody in the building. It's good to see everybody, man. It's good to see all the people who come to support the channel. And the new channel's on a new direction, too. So everything's kind of promising. But I don't know. I just trust Buffalo more. I like what I've seen from Josh Allen. And yes, Josh Allen had his moments the last 4 games. But to be fair, he wasn't even at a full 100%. Now he's kind of coming back to form. I think Josh Allen's going to be all right, man. I think y'all need to get back on the Josh Allen train a little bit, man. That's my guy, but he's cool. But, yeah, I'm going to go with, like I said, I go for Buffalo, so I'm going to pick them for that win. Then we got a classic division that goes way back in the days, and I don't know if this is true, but if Jordan Love's going to start, and I don't know if Justin Fields is going to play. So that one's a question mark, but knowing how the Packers have had the Bears numbers for many, many years or decades, it's hard for me to pick against the Packers. I think Green Bay is going to win this game. It's probably not going to be like a high-scoring game like everybody expects it to be, but it's probably going to be in the 20s. And I think the Chicago Bears, whoever is at quarterback, but I think it's going to be Trevor Siemian. So I don't think they have a chance. I don't know. Like, if it's Trevor Siemian, this is going to be my scoreboard. You know, I'm going to go with this one because it's just the numbers, factors, and the fact that the Packers own the Bears. It's just, you know, it's hard for me to pick against Green Bay Packers for that matchup. It doesn't matter if it's Jordan Love or if Rodgers is even at 100%. It don't matter. I think Jordan Love's going to even torch that defense, you know, even if he plays. But I digress, and we got the Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons, two teams that are very much in a situation, you know, but I think the Steelers are pretty much in fighting for pride. They're not going to even make the playoffs, bro. The AFC North is very stacked. You have three of the teams who could easily compete for a playoff spot, so the Steelers are definitely fighting for pride. They don't have much to play for because their quarterback position is kind of a question mark. Kenny Pickett actually came away with a victory against the Colts, but are we still kind of convinced that he's the future of their franchise? We'll know by next year, but the Atlanta Falcons, they're fighting for nothing, bro. They're fighting with nothing to lose. They are dangerous, bro, but people are still not sure about them. But I'm going to give it to the Atlanta Falcons because I feel like they're going to be able to have enough time of possession. I think Mariota isn't going to have a tough time with the Steelers, bro. Like, I know I've been picking against the Steelers for the entire season because I'm not fully sure about them. But knowing that the Atlanta Falcons, they've kind of played some inspiring football and they play with nothing to lose. And, you know, it's a dangerous team. But I think the NFC South is very wide open. So the NFC South to me is very wide open for all teams. But maybe the Carolina Panthers are pretty much out of the picture, but it's pretty wide open. You got the Bucks, the Saints, and the Falcons. If the Falcons just keep winning the rest of their games or their division games, I think they might even make the playoffs. So this is why I got them beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yep, Falcons if they want more. Yeah, Jordan Mason time. Yep. Hey, what's up, Sean Tuber? What's up with Crazy Juice? What's up with everybody? Side Jen, what is up, man? I know this is a crazy week, but hey, this is Jordan Mason's time to shine. So we'll see. We'll see what happens this Sunday, man. But I'm taking every matchup-wise how I look at it. Okay, the New York Jets versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, they've been an up-and-down team a bit, you know, but they only had, two losses this season. And they're not a perfect football team, but no matter how you win games with your defense, you win games with your running game, and you win games with your quarterback actually doing a really solid job. Despite what people think of Kirk Cousins, this guy is playing he's playing his best football, and it's hard to deny it. Take away the Cowboys game, I think the Minnesota Vikings are a really good football team in some perspective. But you look at the New York Jets, they are in a stacked AFC East division. They definitely want to win out the rest of the games to make a run for the playoffs. And Robert Saleh, he's doing an outstanding job for this New York Jets team, and I think this team's going to fight for something. But for whatever reason, I like what I've seen from the New York Jets. They played Mike White at quarterback, and their offense is spectacular, bro. Despite blowing out the Bears, I think they have enough to beat the Vikings. Give me the New York Jets on this matchup. I think that the defense is going to play inspiring, and Kirk Cousins, he ain't going to see it coming with this Jets defense. Give me the New York Jets for this matchup alone. I don't know. Minnesota's just like, you know, they're a decent team, but, you know, it's not like it's not like the way you look at it, but they are a good football team. But I do have the Jets beating the Vikings by a field goal. I think that the Jets are just they're probably going to make a playoff. I think it comes down to those 3 AFC East teams making the run for the seed. Yeah, it's a defensive battle, but I do like the Jets more. There's a little more that I like about the Jets more. They're playing for inspiring. They definitely have a lot to play for. The Vikings, bro, they got the division on their hands, bro. So what's the pressure? I just think the Jets are going to play for something. Jaguars versus the Lions. It's kind of like 2 disappointing teams, 2 disappointing football teams. They're just battling for pride. Maybe the Detroit Lions could be that number 7 seed, but I don't know, bro. It's kind of like whatever, Jaguars, early in the season, everybody was talking about how they were making improvements. Now they're kind of like, all the way down the toilet. They come away with a couple of victories lately, beating the Raiders and then beating the Baltimore Ravens, I don't know who to trust, but I like what I've seen from the Detroit Lions. I like the Detroit Lions better than the Jaguars. And I just think that the Lions are going to play with more inspiring than the Jags. The Jags are pretty much like, whatever. It's like I don't see enough convince from the Jaguars to say, they're somebody I want to pick. But I think Detroit Lions have shown that they can play inspiring football and play their hearts out. So give me the Detroit Lions by 13 points. I just think that the Lions are playing for pride. They're actually playing a lot harder than you guys expected. I know there's a couple of games they got blown the hell out, but then lately in those other games, bro, they've been playing close. They've been playing a lot more upsets, bro. They've been playing some upset games that you didn't even see coming. But I do like the Detroit Lions. Yep. Me and Sajid see things similar. Yeah. Maybe they run the ball strong, but yeah, we'll see. The kiddie bowl, all that stuff. But I just like the Detroit Lions on this matchup. Oh, so when we look at this matchup, man, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I think this is going to be a very, very close game. I think both of them pretty much have something to prove, but have the Eagles have tested against physical teams, Yes, Tennessee gave them A.J. Brown, but how they're going to stop Derrick Henry? That's one of their weakest links if you guys notice it. The Eagles have struggled against the run. The Eagles have had a little bit of issues, but when they look at their offense, look at the way they played against other teams. I mean, can you name a team that they played that's a physical brand of football team? Maybe the Dallas Cowboys when they didn't have Dak Prescott. But the Tennessee Titans, to me, are just like a bully team, bro. Like, you're just coming into this game thinking that you guys are going to take it, that you guys are this. It's hard for me to look at it that way. At first, I like what I've seen from the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Tennessee Titans, for whatever reason, dude, they're just a different animal, bro. Like, I like what I've seen from Tennessee. Even though they lost to the Bengals, I think this is going to be the upset of the week. I am just going to go with the Titans, bro. It's mind-blowing that everybody's thinking that the Eagles are the best team in football. I got no disrespect for them, but you're playing a more better football team like Tennessee, bro. Tennessee is just a tough team. They're no joke, You're not going to have it your way, You know what I mean? It just ain't going to happen, bro. Like, I think you guys are going to play a close football game, but do not be surprised if Derrick Henry has a field day, bro. Derrick Henry is going to run this defense apart, bro. Like, even with Tennessee, bro, even if they throw the ball, it'd probably be enough to manage to win the game. Like, look at the other teams in general, bro. I don't think they'll match up with Tennessee. Tennessee, to me, yeah, Eagles will cool off. Yep. I think that's what's going to happen. Yep. I got to go with Tennessee, guys. I think their run defense is the most suspect, and you're going to go against one of the best running backs in football, and Derrick Henry is going to give you all guys a hard time. Zay, I don't know about that score, but I think it's going to be easily, yeah. But I do think that it's going to come down to the Titans winning this game. Realistically, that's a really difficult match for the Eagles. Like, like, okay, you beat a terrible Packers team. Okay, you guys did okay, but I still want to see more out of it. You know, Tennessee Titans are like a real good football team, and that's going to test you guys going through the season. Oh, the Cleveland Browns and the Texans, you know. The Cleveland Browns get Deshaun Watson. I think he's supposed to return from suspension, and I think when he makes his return on the field, I think they're going to score 31 points. I think it's going to be personal what the Texans did to him. And I think Houston ain't going to have an answer for that whatsoever. Give me the Cleveland Browns. This is just going to be a mismatch. This is going to be like, hey, nothing personal, Houston, but you did me wrong, and I'm going to shove it right on you guys. This is a revenge for Deshaun Watson because of what they did to him. Yep. Yeah, I just think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, and I know a lot of Houston fans already expect this to be a loss anyway, so they already know how that feels. Commanders versus Giants. This is going to be a good division classic because these two teams play well with one another. But looking at the matchup-wise, tough one to say, but I think I'm starting to lean towards two teams are good, but man, for whatever reason, I like what I've seen from the Commanders. I think Commanders are just a better football team than the Giants. I mean, I don't know. New York Giants to me are like, dude, I don't know. I'm not fully – I thought they were going to be good, bro, but I'm just not fully convinced with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not sold with the Giants. Like, I like what I've seen from Daniel Jones. The defense is all right, but, man – where's the consistency that I can see from the Giants, bro? Like, I don't see it. I just don't see it from the Giants. Like, the Commanders, they're playing inspiring football, dude. They're playing great with Taylor Heinicke, and it's hard for me to pick against the Commanders. You know? Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, Watson had so many. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's picking certain teams. I don't know, dude. It's just I don't see consistency from this Giants team, bro. I just don't see it. Yeah. Oh, OBJ in NY right now. Is he? Is he going to Buffalo? Because that might be the best fit for him. I don't know about the Giants, but record-wise, they are a good football team. But that's who I picked for that game. Broncos versus Ravens. I know the Ravens have been an up-and-down team, but their record is still good enough to make the playoffs. But I still think they're a good football team. The Broncos are what they are. They're a disappointment. I don't know if they're going to win out the rest of their games because it doesn't seem like the entire team in the locker room is buying into Russell Wilson. And I don't think Russell Wilson is doing enough to convince the team to fall behind him, because if that was the case, bro, they would have did something about it. But they're not. So give me the Baltimore Ravens on this game alone. I think this is just pretty much it, man. I mean, despite how the Broncos defense looks, bro, they're not going to stop Lamar Jackson. They're not going to stop much of their running game. They're not going to be able to do enough to stop this Ravens offense. So that's why I think Baltimore is going to be too much to handle. But we'll see how that goes, man. Appreciate y'all's support, man, but it is what it is, Merrill. You know, it is what it is. I'm just going by how I see the matchup-wise, and this one's the most tricky one, okay? And here's why it's tricky. Here's why this game is the most trickiest one. Dolphins have one of the best offense in the NFL. Niners have one of the best defense in the NFL. So you match up against the best of the best, but the Dolphins defense is not all that, you know? They're not all that great. Like the Niners offense is not all great either, but I feel like it's going to be an evenly matched, you know? It's going to be evenly matched because all coaching staffs know each other pretty well, and they know what they're capable of doing, bro. Like, I think it's going to be a very close game, maybe in the 20s or maybe up to the 30s, who knows? But I think it's going to be a very close game. But it's hard for me to look at the pros and cons of this matchup, you know? So when you look at the Miami Dolphins, when Tua has enough time on the pocket, this guy plays spectacular. This guy plays like an MVP caliber player. But if he doesn't have enough time on the pocket, bro, he has played disaster. Like, they're not going to play with their starting tackle. Terron Armstead is out for this game. there's been questionable marks with the running back Raheem Mostert. Is he going to play this week or not? Jeff Wilson, I think he was injured. So I don't know what's going to happen with Miami. Because if they don't have enough time on the pocket and if Tua holds on to the ball, bro, this is a recipe for disaster, bro. Forget about this top offense, bro. If you don't have enough time on the pocket and our defensive line is going to hit you, you are not going to have a great day. You are going to have a long day. But it can go either way. That's the way I look at this game. This game can go either way. It's just, this has the making of a Super Bowl matchup. This has the making of a Super Bowl matchup. Like, why would I see that? Yeah, I could see it as a possible, bro. This does have a making of a Super Bowl. But we don't know what's going to happen, and that could be the only matchup that we have going forward. The disadvantage for the Dolphins is their offensive line, bro. We know how to expose weak offensive line. Look at the Rams. When the Rams were actually having a good amount of offense early in the season, bro, nobody was able to expose that weak offensive line until the Niners played them, and we exposed them. So I think there's a gut feeling that we could win this game. And as optimistic as it sounds, bro, the players are kind of feeding off that bulletin board shit from what Raheem Mostert and the rest of the players are saying, bro. I think they're taking this game personal. And I'm not fooled by the fact that even though we scored 13 points against the Saints, let's be honest. We had a short week of practice. We were coming off of Mexico. So maybe that's what it was. But it was a trap game week, bro. And we survived it. So I think that the difference of this game is it's going to come down to the Niners and Dolphins, but I think this game is going to be one of those games that probably won't be much of it probably be a closer game than everybody says, but I think it's going to be this type of game. I think the Niners are definitely going to come away with this score. I think 17-20, that seems reasonable. I don't think their offense hasn't matched up to the physicality, bro. Anytime they play against a really tough defense, bro, they have a tough time scoring more than what they are, bro. Like, they can average 30 points a game against a weak defense, bro, but they're playing against one of the best defense in football. I would just say they'll be lucky to score half the score points that they're getting at this point. And I think the Niners are very capable of exposing their run defense also, bro. They don't have a great run defense if I'm looking at it correctly. The only reason why the Texans didn't run the ball, bro, because they were down a lot of points, bro. So if you kind of keep up with them, you can run the ball, bro. But that's why I think it's possible we can upset the Dolphins, bro. Everybody's hyping this Dolphins, bro. Can they survive Huff? That's what I'm saying. We won't be man-on-man all game, though, yet. Yep, we're going to have to see how that goes, bro. Niners don't have the corners to cover their receiving core. Well, the Dolphins don't have a cornerback to cover either, bro. They're onto their third-string cornerback. Like, Xavier Howard hasn't played his best football this season, bro. He hasn't played his previous years, bro. He's been exposed. Like, their third-string cornerback is an undrafted starter, bro. Like, he hasn't been tested well. You look at the rest of their defense, bro, there's been some suspects. Yeah, that's what I say, bro. I think it's going to be a close game, and it's going to come down to, like, Robbie go, yeah, they don't have no one to cover Kittle. That's going to be an advantage going forward. So that's why I say we're going to win 17-20. I think that's going to be a very close game. Man, this is like, I don't know. This is a division game, but are the Rams really going to play for pride, or they're just tanking? I don't know. So Aaron Donald's ruled out, but does that really affect much of their offense? I don't think they're even going to compete with Seattle. I think Seattle is going to come away with a win against them. So, I don't know. I'm just going to go with this score. Give me 24-13 Rams. I don't see much of a difference how they're playing, bro. The Rams are what they are, bro. They're just going to lose the rest of the games. I don't see them winning any other games. Like, they'll probably just finish the season with probably 4 or 5 wins, bro. They're not even going to compete for something. I mean, the Rams are just falling off apart. They're really coming off of injuries. It's hard to overcome. I don't see much favorable games. Like at first, maybe it's the Raiders, but I don't see it, bro. Like it's kind of like leaning towards the other way around. Then you got the Chargers versus the Raiders. This is a division game. This comes down to anybody playing close games, and this is a competitive game. So, as much as I love to say, maybe the Chargers sweep up the team. So let's go on with the Chargers taking the win over the Raiders. I think this is going to be a very close game. So give me the Chargers. They play well against the Raiders, and it's going to be a sweep season for the Chargers. Chiefs versus Bengals. This has a trap game for them, so I think this is going to be the upset of the week because I think that Burrow hasn't had a loss against Patrick Mahomes, and, those streaks continue on, so I think it's going to be this type of game. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals over the Chiefs. I say upset of the week, bro. The Bengals can match up to the Chiefs pretty well, bro. If any other team can match up to the Kansas City Chiefs defense and actually keep up with Patrick Mahomes, it's the Cincinnati Bengals, bro. I just think the Bengals are going to be ready to beat them. So I think that's going to be a team that's going to match up to KC's intensity. Yeah, we'll see about it, bro. But I just look at teams that match up well, and I do see them as a possible matchup. Then you got the Colts versus Cowboys. Is it kind of hard for me to even say this, but it's not going to be convincing. It's not good enough to even say they're going to beat Dallas. I think Dallas is going to win, and that's final. I mean, this is pretty much the scoreboard the way I look at it. The Cowboys are going to dominate the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are they're just below average football team. Their interim coach just had one lucky win. I thought maybe this would have bought the team into him, but maybe it's just phasing out now. So, one win kind of gives you momentum, but it's not the case, bro. It's like he's not getting the job done, and maybe that's why he's not committed. But that's why I have the Cowboys beating the Indianapolis Colts. Yep. I say that's just what's going to happen. That's pretty much the pick'ems of the week for me, and that's all. That's I look at the matchup wise, but realistically, it wouldn't surprise me if we don't manage to beat Miami. But I think we're going to beat Miami because we match up well intensity. And when you play a physical brand of football with teams like Miami, they don't like to be freaking punch in the mouth. Oh, you're going to say the Colts, bro? We'll see about it, man. I don't know. If Casey gets their revenge, then oh well. But I just think that the Bengals match up really well with the Chiefs. Like, what's his name? Jamar Chase is going to return, and that's a huge difference because when they have Jamar Chase playing, bro, that offense is lighting up shit. Like, that's the difference. You look at Seattle, despite how they've been playing the last two games, I don't see no way in hell they lose to the Rams, bro. The Rams are even the worst in the NFC West, bro. They are the worst defending Super Bowl champions in the history of the NFL, bro. Like, if Seattle can't beat the Rams, then, then you should just tank your damn season already, bro, so we can take our damn division title. Because if you can't beat the Rams, bro, just forfeit your damn season. Because there's no point. You get your top draft picks, you can build up for next year. But you guys should be able to beat the Rams. Yep. On 30 power rankings. But they are the worst in our division. Because you look at the Cardinals, I think Cardinals are barely third place, bro. Mostert, I don't think he plays. Yeah, he's been injured. Yep. Should hold himself out. He doesn't want to get hit. That's the facts, bro. That's facts. You never know what could happen, but those are just iffies, bro. Those are pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, that would be just a justice service, bro. Any given Sunday, as we all say. Yep, and I want to go on a limb, and I'm going to make a bold prediction for every player that maybe could happen. But I think Jordan Mason is going to have a great performance to where maybe you forget about Jeff Wilson. Dude, I think Jordan Mason is going to make us forget about Jeff Wilson. Everybody's talking about that trading Jeff Wilson was maybe it bites us in the ass. I don't think that's going to be the case, bro, because anytime we have running backs, bro, they produce under the system we run, bro. Like, Jeff Wilson is a product of our system. We send him to the same place to where he can succeed. Like Raheem Mostert, same place where he's succeeding, right? So I don't look at it like it's going to bite us in the ass, bro. We have running backs that can step in. This is the opportunity for Jordan Mason to ball out, bro. Mason is going to be a stud, bro. I think this is why we kept this kid on the roster, bro. We kept him over guys like Trey Sermon and JaMycal Hasty, bro. That tells you how good of a fucking rookie this guy is, bro. Like, if we wanted to, dude, we don't usually keep these type of players, bro. If you are undrafted, you have to make a strong case to make this team. And Jordan Mason, bro, dude, we kept him over JaMycal Hasty and Trey Sermon, bro. That tells you how good of a fucking player he is. Yep, we took him over Wilson, which could have made sense then, but come on, man. Like, you can't make this shit up, bro. They're talking about this kid. Like, everybody was hyping this kid throughout the offseason. They were talking about how good he was coming as an undrafted free agent. A couple of preseason showcase that he did. Everybody was talking about that maybe we should give this kid some chances, and he just didn't get a fair chance. But I think this is going to be the game where you're going to have to watch out for this kid. And maybe when, as soon as Elijah Mitchell returns, bro, this running back field is going to be loaded, bro. Yeah, Kyle knows Macy is better than Mostert. Yeah. I mean, he's just going by the future, bro. And plus, Jordan Mason is on a rookie contract. I think he's only there for 4 or 3 years. Yeah. What's up, David McNeil? What's up, man? What is up with everybody, man? People say Mason is a mini Marshawn Lynch. What are your thoughts? That's what the comparison was because of his coach. The coach at Georgia Tech compared him to Marshawn Lynch. And his physicality seems like it's there, but we got to see more of his games. You know, he's got about 10 carries. You know, I want to see some more sample, but I think Miami will be a showcase, yeah. Yep, hopefully he holds up physical, yeah. They say the same for Hasty, yep. Sometimes you need a fresh start. You need a change of scenery, and it's for the better, you know. It's always for the better. But if David messed out my pickles, bro, I picked the Niners to beat the Dolphins. This is going to be an upset for us. Yeah, I think this is going to be a blowout for the Texans. The Raiders are going to play close, but they're going to lose. The Seattle Seahawks, they should be able to beat the Rams, bro. They're not even at their best, bro. Bengals are going to upset the Chiefs. Because I've seen a couple of games where the Chiefs are kind of like playing like crap, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, you blow the shit of us, but then you play like shit against some of your AFC teams, bro. Makes no sense. And you kind of like play like crap against the Rams, bro. You should have at least scored 40 freaking burgers, bro. That's disappointing. That's the way I look at it, yeah. That's a big comp to put. Yeah, that is. Because we don't even know what he can be, bro. We're just hoping that he's a durable, physical running back. That's all we can hope for. But we'll see what happens, man. But definitely appreciate you guys for showing your support. 11 more people in the building. That is what's up, man. But hey, yep. A little ill and bad set teams do this. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of has some kind of feeling to it. But dude, that's the problem. They pick us, and they always pick us for certain matchups. But why would they pick us by 3 points, bro? Why would they pick us by 3 points? That's ridiculous. Like, Miami Dolphins is a good offensive team. I think it's an upset win for us because that's a good football team. Hey, what's up, Wolfcast? Shout out to Wolfcast in the building, bro. It's good to see this guy. Go check out his channel, guys. Let's get the fire flames. I guess, like he says, put the 4 fires. How about you put some raccoon on me, man? Run game and defense. That's what could be. Yeah, we have to knock down drag. We have to knock down, drag out street fight on our hands with the fins. Yep, we got to get physical. You have to play a physical mentality game, bro. And, yeah, we are better than those areas. We can get under their skin, bro. They can try to do what they want, but we know what Mike McDaniels will do, bro. We've practiced against this guy. Like, they practice against this offense, bro. We know what to expect from Mike McDaniels. DeMeco's actually got a chance to practice this scheme against them. Shanahan knows Mike McDaniels. This is a protege versus a professor. Usually the professor wins. The professor usually wins those matchups. Yep. And that is great, man. We got the wolf and the raccoon in the building. Yep. And our Wolfcast, everybody's going. But hey, man, just wanted to give you guys my pick'ems, and hopefully it's all correct, man. Hopefully everything's all good. But I'll see you guys later on the NFC West Network. I am going to have a fun week. I am going to brag to those NFC West comrades. You know, I am going to brag to the AZ Sports fan. He ain't looking good today because he's having a hard time with the Cardinals. Then you got my fellow Seattle buddy, Noah, whose party ain't feeling great today, man. He's kind of upset, man. And then we already know with my boy Pale. We know what to expect from Pale. Like he already low-key picked against his team. So that's what it was, bro. But I am going to have a great week. Yep. That's what's up, guys. And I'll catch you guys later. Hit those likes. And be sure to share through the community tab, bro, if you guys have missed my pick'ems. But it will be in the beginning. But, hey, you guys have a safe day. And as always, go Niners and see you guys later. Peace.